A vision of an international airport is one that had long been etched in the minds of the people, and now that vision is one that is actualizing before our very eyes. This vision is not so much about the international airport than it is one of a people seeking progress and development for generations to come. A vision where great export revenue can be obtained through agriculture, technology, human resource and tourism, just to name a few. Such a groundbreaking vision was conceived and given energy by those who planted seeds decades prior. On November 9th, we witnessed the groundbreaking vision turn to a groundbreaking reality, and this reality is one that will see generations to come benefit. On this episode of Inside Developments, we will be focusing on the actual groundbreaking point, Runway 15, the actual entry point of the international airport. We will see what the earliest initial stages of what the site development look like, as well as the first layers of paved asphalt hosting the groundbreaking event. We will hear key takeaway points announced by many of the persons involved in the materialization of the project, such as the China Railway No. 5, MMCE, as well as revisit discussions with engineers involved in making the airport a reality. So, as the saying goes, in order to know where you are going, you have to know where you're coming from. So let's take us back to the actual foundation of Runway 15. The flight and landing phase is based on different flight environments, flight modes, and requirement differences on the basis of different flight zones, flight plans, and activity requirements. This is very important, especially as Dominica's International Airport is designed to feature precision landing. Runway 15 orientation base and alignment is focused on straight in and straight out approaches. To help us better understand what all of this means is CEO of the International Airport Project, Samuel Johnson.
This location is on the other extreme end of the runway. The runway is oriented 1533. 33 where we were earlier on, where you saw it's closer to an area known as Bottom Wesley. 15 is closer to the Woodford Hill side. So if you look just behind me, you'll see Woodford Hill on the ridge. The orientation was determined based on the studies of the wind to get the alignment, to ensure that the aircraft would be landing into the wind and taking off into the wind as well. This end, you will see that there's a lot of filling happening to ensure that some of the navigational aids will also be in this area of runway 15. We're aiming for precision landing. If you look behind me, you'll see that the approach is an unobstructed, straight in, straight out approach. So the nav aids that we're looking at installing will be able to guide an aircraft straight into the airport, regardless of cloud cover or some of the weather impediments that currently impact Douglas Charles. We do not want that to be an issue here. So one of the things that airlines value tremendously is when you take off for your destination, there aren't any impediments to you landing. The works that you've seen so far, and I think your viewers and your listeners will see that is pretty extensive for initial works that are started in earnest probably in the last 4 months. The timeline is a bit ambitious, but I have full confidence in what I've seen so far and what the discussions we've had with CR5 in their ability to get this done. They were selected out of a pool of about 7 different major contracting firms because of their unique skills and capabilities and ability to deliver. I have seen nothing yet that gives me cause for pause in terms of their ability to make this happen, and you can see for yourself. The work is properly organized. The construction management team is world class. The planning, preparation, the thoroughness of the works that are going on is something I think gives me added confidence that we will be able to deliver a world class product. Probably some might argue that it gives me too much confidence, or I'm overly confident. But I've seen nothing to make me think otherwise. So you can start booking tickets, to land in 26, 27 when this is done. Okay, so thanks for coming, and thank you for your team for visiting the site. I think it does a great job in showing some of the behind the scenes, because it is an active construction site, so you can't have hundreds and thousands of people walking across the site because of safety concerns. But I think through your lens, you're able to show the wider audience the magnitude of the works, the magnitude of the site, the complexities involved, and I think people get a better appreciation for what exactly is happening, and beyond the what is visible from a drive-by. Yeah, so we hope to have you back again sometime in the future. So I'm always amazed every week I come on site. There's always something major happening. So if you come back probably another month or two, then I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Dr. Batilia Batley. I am a civil engineer with MMCE, and currently my role on the airport is Inspector of Civil Works.
Okay.
First of all, happy International Women's Day to all the viewers. It's interesting. I've been in this field since high school, so I know all the highs and lows, but for this particular project, we don't really even look at gender. Right now we do what we can. We wear slack pants, we wear our boots, we climb, we shuffle, we do what we have to do. So in terms of being a woman on site, it's not really an issue. Right now we're engineers on site and we do what we have to do. The guys they work with us. At times they're a bit even too considerate of us. We tell them it's not a problem, we can do it. There's no problem whatsoever. But other than that, it's a pleasure. This is the first project that I've worked on to this magnitude.
Wow.
A lot of things that the theory that we learn in school, I'm seeing it in motion here.
Wow.
So that is a big aspect for me. I'm delighted to be a part of it. Currently, we're in conversations with Domlec, with the utility company, to try and see how we can deviate these electrical poles, because as you can see, they're a direct obstruction to our progress here. Although CR5 is really trying to go around the best way they can.
Yes.
However, it does give us a little issue, because these are main lines, not just spur lines.
Okay.
So Domlec has to give an entire reroute of the entire area. So they're currently working on that, and hopefully it will be done before the groundbreaking. There are certain things that we have improved in terms of our response to the bad weather. So CR5 has right now gotten to expert level on how to deal with the weather in Dominica.
Yes.
So they're very quick on resuming works.
Okay.
In terms of the phases that we're in. For example, we have a lot of soil stabilization doing. In this area we're standing right now,
Yes.
we have 4% cement.
4%.
So yes, we mix it with the soil to stabilize the soil, and then we compact. When there's rain, we can't do that.
Okay.
So then we have to wait for the soil to dry for then to resume the works on here. So when we have issues in one area, they divert the teams to other areas that the rain would not affect, and that's how they have kept on schedule for this project. And we have spaces, so further on when the project is progressing after we get out of earthworks, I'm encouraging everyone, not just the women, the local engineers, get in touch when we do we're going to release all the new positions that may be available.
Right.
Send in your resumes and be on file, because this is our national project. This is our pride and joy.
Yes.
So it would be great if we get the most local people in the field, and not just high technical civil engineers. We're talking about anybody, drivers, survey technicians. Everyone can get an opportunity here. So we're just asking everybody to be ready, get up to speed, do your private research, learn about airport projects. There's information everywhere. So if you get the opportunity to be here, you can make a positive impact.
We are almost on the finished desired level at this area. So we're talking about we are on the level which is prior to the finishing level at this stage, yes. So all what we have is the base course and then the concrete for the runway. So we are actually on almost the finished level of the runway at this area where we are standing. And as Engineer Bartelia mentioned, I mean, this is the runway. We are almost at the center of the runway standing. It's a cement mixing process that requires a certain type of weather to be done. Yeah, and it's a very lengthy process. Yes.
So before they relocate those poles, we must leave these poles on site. We just cut next island lived here. So that is our the challenge for the progress for complete this beginning section. We are doing the cutting and filling work at this area, and that's the beginning area, beginning section of the project. We have our target. We're going to complete it, the cutting and filling works by middle of the April. So after that one completed, we're going to arrange for the groundbreaking ceremony. So that's area is very important for us right now. So for Carver number 3, we have almost completed the Carver's construction. So now we are doing the backfilling work there. After Carver number 3, so we are doing the catchment 28 area. So that is the big valley area. So now we are doing the backfilling work there.
I'm sure now we have a greater appreciation of some of the works and the efforts taken to get us to where we are, as well as the very people involved in this project, one of whom, our very own Dominica's Samuel Johnson, a man whose works speaks volumes on the international stage, but one who is humbled by the Dominican soil. So here we are now, 2024, November 9th, where we all got to witness the expressions of gratitude, excitement, and overall enthusiasm for the development of the international airport.
About what the future looks like. This project isn't just concrete and steel. It is about opportunity. It's about jobs and more jobs. It is about growing the economy, particularly our tourism industry. We expect new and returning guests to fly into our island year-round. Those who have invested in Airbnbs and those who are planning to invest will realize an increase in your bookings. From car rentals to restaurants and taxi and transportation services, every sub-sector stands to benefit.
Farmers and agricultural innovators, this is your moment. Equip yourself with new techniques, embrace diversification, and be ready for heightened demand. We must not let this golden opportunity find us unprepared. This is the opportunity we have been waiting for to expand into new areas of agricultural production. With direct flights, local produce will reach international markets faster, reducing spoilage and ensuring fresher products for exports. This is particularly applicable for tropical fruits such as bananas, mangoes, pineapples, avocados, and papayas, which will arrive on the North American and European markets at their peak freshness.
Notably, we are currently at nearly 28% overall completion, with a 5.7%, almost 6% ahead of schedule. And we're aiming for a completion in 2027.
机场项目建设顺利，祝愿众多有力之树常青， 祝愿各位来宾身体健康，生活幸福。谢谢大家。
Finally, I wish the Dominica International Airport Project smooth progress. May the friendship between China and the Dominica flourish, and may all the distinguished guests enjoy good health and happiness. Thank you all.
Let us be more positive about our country. Let us proclaim to the world what is good about Dominica. Something is happening. Some things are happening in Dominica. And notwithstanding the challenges of the world, notwithstanding the impact of climate change and the war between Russia and Ukraine, and the conflict between Israel and Palestine that bring all sorts of challenges to us, we are weathering the storm here in Dominica.
And of course, this vision, this actualization, is one that has been blessed from the west to the north, to the east, and to the very south, as Dominica stands proud as a people.
Nothing is going to stop this airport. And so we have a pastor on the north praying, a pastor on the south, a pastor on the east, a pastor on the west, and Roosevelt Square in the center, checking them out.